Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're jumping into something pretty big, right? This whole acceleration of generative AI is having this, well, profound impact on digital content. And it's easy to get, kind of swept up in just the speed, the efficiency side of things with AI. But what if the data, our data, is actually pointing somewhere else, maybe towards authenticity being the real competitive edge? So for this deep dive, we've pulled together a load of recent market data, performance metrics, and some frankly, quite important financial risk stats. Our mission is really to help you understand what's going on and give you the insights to, well, navigate it effectively. Okay, so let's talk about this growth. The numbers are pretty staggering. We're looking at the global generative AI market for content creation hitting maybe over $80 billion by 2030. That's up massively from, $14.8 billion in 2024. What's actually driving that kind of explosive forecast?
Well, it really boils down to efficiency. It's just incredibly efficient. AI-generated content, AIGC, you can produce it roughly 4 times faster than typical human content.
4 times.
Yeah, think about it like 16 minutes versus maybe 69 minutes for a comparable task, on average, of course. And this is key. It often comes with about a 28% lower cost per result.
Cost per result. So like for each click or lead.
Exactly. Cheaper outcomes. So you can see why brands wanting huge volumes of content quickly, affordably, why it's so appealing.
Okay, yeah, those efficiency numbers, they're hard to argue with. Definitely appealing. But is there a catch? Are we maybe missing a crucial downside to chasing that speed? Because this is where I think it gets really interesting. The data also seems to show a pretty big gap in what audiences actually, connect with. Human-generated stuff, still driving, 5.44 times more traffic?
That's right, and boosting conversion rates significantly, too, by about 29%.
Right, so if you sacrifice that human touch just for AI speed, what are the actual costs, the real bottom line costs?
That really gets to the heart of it. What's the true value of the content? And the financial threats from AI getting misused. Things like misinformation, fraud, they are very real, and they're staggering. We're talking fake reviews potentially costing businesses $152 billion globally.
Wow, $152 billion just from fake reviews.
And then there are deep fakes. Half of all businesses this year reported losses from deep fakes, averaging nearly $450,000 per incident.
$450,000 average.
Yeah, and there was even that one wild case involving a $25 million transfer triggered by a deep fake. These are serious financial hits.
Absolute terrifying figures. So, okay, that's direct fraud. But what about the sort of wider impact on trust? Does all this fakery just make people more cynical overall?
It absolutely does. There's this effect people are calling the liar's dividend.
The liar's dividend?
Yeah. Basically, when people become so aware that fakes exist, they start doubting everything, even genuine content.
So it erodes trust across the board.
Precisely. And here's another critical point. Many AI models, they heavily rely on unverified stuff, user-generated content like Reddit feeds, for maybe up to 40% of their citations.
40% from places like Reddit.
Right. So there's this huge inherent risk of just baking misinformation right into the AI's output from the start.
Okay, so the cost isn't just theoretical money lost, it's a fundamental trust issue too, which brings us to the big question for, brands, creators. What does this all mean practically? Do you just pick one? AI or human? Is it that simple?
No, I don't think the data suggests that at all. It really points towards a blended approach. That seems to be the smartest way.
Blended? Okay, how does that look?
Well, you leverage AIGC where it shines efficiency, scale, maybe for those top-of-funnel campaigns, just getting awareness out there. But then you strategically invest in human-generated content where it shines. Building trust, making that emotional connection, driving those really crucial conversions.
Right, the stuff AI maybe can't replicate authentically.
Exactly. And that means shifting focus, moving beyond just, vanity metrics like view counts.
Yeah, gotta look deeper.
You need to focus on the business-critical KPIs, your click-through rate, your conversion rate, actual ROI.
That makes sense. So practically, maybe short AI videos for engagement, but longer human stuff for deeper dives.
It depends, yeah.
It is.
Short-form video is definitely key for engagement generally. But the right format depends on the platform too, right? TikTok might work for direct sales pushes, maybe using AIGC effectively there. But YouTube often rewards that longer-form human research, deeper content.
Okay, got it. Platform matters.
Hugely. And maybe most importantly, proactive brand safety. It's just non-negotiable now. You absolutely have to audit where your ad money is going. You need to vet all AI-generated content before it goes live. Seriously, vet it.
And there was something about copyright, too.
Yeah, be aware that purely AI-generated content might not even qualify for copyright protection in many places. That's a whole other risk factor.
So it's not just using AI, it's understanding how it changes the whole value proposition of content itself.
Precisely. It pushes human creativity to focus on what's truly unique, what's irreplaceable.
Wow. Okay, so this deep dive really highlights that, in this increasingly automated world we're building, the real currency for brands, for creators, maybe isn't just speed or even scale. It's something deeper: connection, trust.
Seems that way.
So for you, our listener, here's maybe a final thought to chew on. In a future where information is everywhere, instantly generated, how will you spot genuine value? How will you build lasting trust, both in what you create and what you consume? Something to think about.